Hey everyone, welcome back and thanks for checking out the video. I just thought for this video I was going to make it a pretty much like a big massive video. It's gonna contain all the drops that I went for this month of December, and so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And before we get started though, as always, check out my sponsors. I use their products regularly, and it really helped me with all the success that I had this month with all the drops, so definitely check it out. And yeah, now let's go over really quickly about the setups that I was running. So most of the drops went for were for Yeezys, and for the Yeezys, Yeezy Supply, I primarily focused on Polaris and Dash, because Dash has been doing pretty well, or Dashy, however you pronounce it. And then for the Footsite drops, I really focused on using Kodai and Ganesh. And you know, once again, Ganesh for me is one of my favorite bots that I really like to use, and you've been watching my videos, you've probably seen how I tend to focus mostly on Ganesh, just because it works so well, and I'm just a really big fan of their product. So yeah, and I also wanted to try out some other bots here and there. For the Supreme drop, I wanted to try out Toru, because I'd recently gone that, and you know, Toru is easily becoming one of my favorite Supreme bots to run. And so yeah, just wanted to kind of feature that in this video too, so you guys can see how things went. But yeah, so that's enough talking from me. Let's just dive in and see how the live cups go.
Ready, set, and begin. Always be true. Remember to always be true.
So that was the live cops. As you can see, I was able to record 3 drops, and the 4th drop was an honorary mention. But yeah, I'd just like to go over briefly about kind of my thoughts and what happened during each drop. So the first drop for the Yeezy 500s, I thought the drop went okay. I was able to get some checkouts, none for myself, but I did get some for the slots I was running. So at least I had some success there. I was focusing primarily on using Polaris, so I had 2 copies, and then I also was running Dash, and it didn't do too bad. I did try out Velox because Velox had just added the Yeezy module, but unfortunately I didn't really get any success there. So I don't know. It did work for some, but just not for me. So then moving on to the Krogo, the cross box logo T-shirt drop. For this one, I ran exclusively Toru because it had been doing pretty well during the regular season, or earlier on in the season. So I was like, well, why not? Let's just try it out and see how it goes. And I did great. And I didn't get to show the restocks that I ran for too, but I eventually ended up with about 16 checkouts total from initial and the restocks. Unfortunately, though, Supreme caught on and somehow caught on and canceled all but one of my BOGOs. So that kind of sucked, but the fact that I was able to get that many checkouts was pretty amazing. So Toru is easily becoming one of my favorite Supreme bots and to run, essentially. So and then the main thing for this video, the one that I want to focus mostly on, is the Yeezy 350 Bred drop. In general, I thought that was actually pretty good. Like, I did get a lot of checkouts, however PVs were just killing me. I was able to get around 60 checkouts total across initial and restocks. A majority of it was though on initial drop, and unfortunately not. I only got around, I think, 18 pairs shipped. But still, I can't complain because I still did get quite a few pairs. So I am happy with some of with the results at least. So I can't complain too much there. But yeah, for that one, as you can tell, Ganesh did really, really well on that drop. It just pretty much most of my success was from there, and then Dash and Polaris on the Yeezy Supply drop also came through, and that was good. So can't complain. I was pretty happy with how things went. I just wish I didn't get PV'd so much, but after talking to a lot of other people, it seems like PV was just destroying everybody on that drop. So you do what you can, and then you just kind of see what happens. And so lastly, the honorary mention that I included also was the Stussy Air Force 1 collaboration drop. So as I mentioned, or as I had written before, I wasn't able to really go for the initial drop because I was at work. I was unavailable for it. But thanks to the information in my cook groups, they're just saying, hey, it's not a matter of if Stussy will restock, it's a matter of when. So just run variants and put on your ISPs or DCs and just let it go. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I just set up Nebula because that's my first time really running Nebula, and I borrowed it from a friend, and then I just let it run, honestly. And so the story goes that I was away from my computer, and then I get a ping a little bit later on while I was doing something, and my buddy was like, hey, Stussy just restocked, did you hit? And I was like, oh no, I didn't, because I didn't see any success in my webhook. But then as I go in and I look at Nebula, I see like all these checkouts, and I realized I didn't put my Discord link into the bot, so that's why I didn't get any pings on Discord. But then I checked my email, I had a total of 31 checkouts, and that was just that was insane. That was crazy. That's the most I've ever hit on any Shopify drop ever. And as of right now, I believe about 15 have shipped, and I think Stussy is just sending out cancels now because it's been a few days since the shipments started to arrive. So unfortunate, but I've still got 15 pairs, so I can't complain at all. I thought that went really well too, and Nebula is just amazing. It just I'm so glad that my friend was able to just let me borrow it. And yeah, the restock mode is good. It's great. Can't complain. So yeah, overall, good drop, or a good month for drops actually. And stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy in the new year.